and passing yards. Great game in store for y'all on Sunday Night Primetime.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They returned home after playing in London last week, but it was a good trip as they came home a winner.
And that's a long flight when you lose, but it's not half as bad when you come home with a victory and full of shepherd's pie.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Orlando club, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. But you look at this defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. From the gun on 3rd down. Cotton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. Look at the big man rumble. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gilmore able to find the open man. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Gilmore. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's in the midst of an MVP-caliber season. The NFL's leader in passing yards, as he's up over 3,000 now on the year. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Cotton. Under pressure, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right at the 35. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Gilmore. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Dalton. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's the gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Gilmore. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bonds. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Bonds. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Armadillos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that's just how they drew it up, C.D. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Second quarter now, and it's London with the football. As they've got it as we resume action. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shot. And touchdown! A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they